What's up, everybody? This is BestNet TV with your boy John Domando again, and thank you guys again for tuning in. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that stuff, and yeah, let's get into it. So, I just want to hop on here and give everybody some advice really quick. I know everybody's got these really big goals that they want. I want to be fluent in like 5 languages, like 10 languages, or maybe your goals are a bit smaller. But I just want to give a quick message saying that when it comes to achieving something, you want to set small goals that you can kind of check off your list as you're going, and then as soon as you know it, you'll be at that big check mark that you want it to be at. So I want to remind everybody when it comes to accomplishing anything like language learning, whether you want to earn a lot of money or you want to do something big, make sure you set realistic goals first of all. Like for example, like if your goal is to bench 225 pounds and you're like what, like 140 pounds, and like all you can bench right now is about 170 pounds. So think about it, you're not going to be able to get that within a year, most likely. So what you got to do is you got to build your way up to it. Like really, you got to really understand what level you're at, and then how long it's going to take from there to get to where you want to be. Now, I know that might be like, oh, like it shouldn't should I be setting big goals for myself? You should, but you should be setting goals to which you know logically that you can complete if you really work hard. Like no matter how hard I work, if I was to start like tomorrow, like I wouldn't be able to master Chinese completely in under a year. Like that's impossible. No matter how hard I worked. So I say that to say this. Like that doesn't mean you guys should give up on trying to get what you guys promised to yourselves, but I'm just saying when it comes to that, you know, focus on what you can do. Like and you got to realize the stuff that you can do is better than half the stuff that nobody does. To explain that better, I'll say this. You know, if your goal was to master Chinese within a year, for example, and you fail, which, you know, depending on depending on the circumstances, like most people will most likely fail that. But let's say you worked your very hardest. You'll probably get to a very high level in Chinese, especially. So, and you guys should be happy with that because at the end of the day, like I say, I've said this a bunch of times. Your end goal should be to be able to communicate with people. It doesn't always have to be about mastery. You gotta figure out what goals work for you, and then establish those, and then use those goals. Write them down because you can't track what you can't measure, obviously. So write down your goals and then execute them. It's just like that. And I believe that this is kind of a message for myself as well, because sometimes I set unrealistic goals for myself. It's like, oh, I want to master like 20 languages by the time I'm 30. I didn't actually say that, but something similar to I think like that. But I had to really check myself and be like, yo, like, is this really possible? Like, and then but at the end of the day, with the progress that I'm making right now, I'm very happy with. Like as of right now, I'm learning 2 languages because I kind of took a break from the other languages because I didn't want to overwhelm myself. Plus, I'm busy with school and work and other stuff like that. So I want to get to a level that's proficient in these 2 languages first, and then I'm gonna start on the other two maybe next year or like after a year and a half. So those are my goals. So if you guys have your own particular goals, then just let me know down below so I can hold you guys accountable. If you guys are watching my videos every week, then I'm gonna know in the back of my head, okay, you said this, so I'm gonna hold you to that in a way. So yeah, I hope you guys got some value from this quick little video. Thank you guys so much for watching as usual. Make sure you guys subscribe, like all that stuff. And by the way, if you guys haven't checked out my interview with Emily, you guys should definitely check that out. Like, it was about 25, 24 minutes long, and there's a lot of value in there. There's a lot of tips on because she's somebody who's learned English. Like me, I've always known English. Like as soon as I could talk, I spoke English. But her, like as she was a kid, she learned Vietnamese. But like as she grew up, when she was already kind of grown, that's when she started learning English. And look at where she's at right now. She's actually doing really good. So check that video out. You know, and yeah, I think that's all I really have for today. And this is BestNet TV and Mondo out. Peace.